Just like that, we are live with another episode.
You heard it.
Starting this month right.
196 episodes.
196.
Whoa.
Almost 200.
All the different places around the world.
Yep.
And
every different criteria, every different genre, every different
Yes.
things. And today, we're back to what I love doing most, cooking and food. Welcome to the show, Khaled. Khaled, let the
Welcome,
world know
Khaled.
who you are and what you do.
Hello, Ali and Ali, which is a very weird combination. If I may say.
What do you mean? It's the most common combination.
Yeah, it's like-
It's just,
This is like the
Khaled,
fourth Ali I know.
You got it, like the Ali's show. Like, what are the chances of two Alis meeting and doing a
very high.
podcast?
Very high.
We're the only ones with guts to do it. That's it. That's
Right.
the difference.
Like, I can see you guys playing football or something, but podcast, that's like a niche. And finding two Alis doing it, that's
That's
good
our
for you
spot.
guys.
We hit the spot. A little
Right.
spice.
I
We're a little
guess,
spice. Tell us, Khaled, where are you from? What do you do?
So I'm from Saudi,
Ooh,
originally Yemeni though.
nice.
And I'm a stand-up comedian. I've been doing stand-up since 2012. I got my Comedy Central special, half-hour special. So I've been doing really good in stand-up.
No
People
bad.
think that I'm funny, hopefully.
Yes,
And
you
I'm
And-
also a chef.
Yeah! That's what
Yes.
you want to know about.
A comedian chef, ladies and gentlemen.
Comedian
And
chef,
he was
ladies and
talking
gentlemen.
about our specific niche. And here we have a
Exactly.
comedian chef. Look at that. Look at
No,
that.
actually, I don't think that's a niche. I think all people like to eat and laugh. So I just learned them both.
Well, you crack jokes while cooking? Is that what you do?
That's so good.
Yeah, and
Oh, yes.
and I don't mean chef because a lot of people take the word chef lightly, like anyone who can make really good pasta is like I'm a chef, and he has like a couple of videos on his Instagram or whatever, and suddenly he becomes a chef. No, I'm actually a chef. I learned cooking in Indonesia, Jakarta, 2009.
What?
Wow.
Took you from Saudi to Jakarta, Indonesia to learn cooking.
Yes, yeah, I did that.
What?
Well, it's the
Guy's
wok
life,
cooking.
though.
You guys know wok?
Yeah, wok. Yeah, we know what wok is.
I don't know what
Right,
that is.
right.
If you can help me
So-
out.
Like it's a deep pan fryer, something
I see.
like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Right?
Here,
You know
I'll do the
when they
world-
make the fried rice and fried noodles?
I'll do the world a favor and show them what wok is on Google. If you would like to take a second to look at the screen, ladies and gentlemen. Right here. Your classic
my God.
example
Yeah,
of what
I
a
see.
wok
wok.
is, right? It's
Wok you
amazing.
like.
I wish I could cook on a wok.
Actually, it's
Is it
really
hot?
fun.
I know. It's like, oh, and the food's like flying
Right.
everywhere. It's-
And there is like a side to it that a lot of people know. It's actually very hard
ooh,
because yeah, it's very hard cooking on a wok or a wok because the heat is really high, right? And you have all these different kind of ingredients, and you have like 5 minutes to do this dish, and you need to know by the second how long it's gonna take for this certain ingredient to be cooked, right? So shrimps are usually cooked faster, carrots are not, tomatoes are faster, and etc. So you really need to be very aware of what's going on in front of you to know when to add what.
okay. So is when to add what based on, if that's the way, if it's based on cooking time, do you
Yes.
put like what cooks longer first and then work your way to what cooks the fastest? Is that how you do it?
Exactly.
Oh,
Exactly.
there you go.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But sometimes, especially if you've been into Chinese or a Thai restaurant recently, their fried rice is somehow has a burnt taste to it.
Mhm.
Okay.
They actually do it on purpose to have, that
Crunchy.
burny taste. I don't know
Yeah.
what they call it. Like
Yeah, like a burnt
So, yeah.
flavor.
exactly. So sometimes you put something earlier just to give it that taste.
Ah, okay. Fair.
Yeah.
I see.
There you go.
Right.
Interesting.
I see.
So what kind of food do you cook? I'm guessing Chinese from, learning how to cook on a wok, or did you
That's
learn?
racist, by the way, because I was in Indonesia. And I was like Chinese.
Is it though? Is it really?
Yes, it is, Andy. That's the definition. You're like, yeah, I can cook ramen.
I'm guessing. I said I'm guessing it's Chinese,
He
or
did say
is
he's
it?
guessing. Or is it? Fill us out. Fill it out.
What is it? What'd you learn how to cook? Man?
My favorite is Thai,
Okay.
not Indonesian,
There you go.
because
So if I said Thai, would you have called me racist then?
I would, for the sake of the joke, yes, I would.
All right. What about Thai food do you love? I love Thai food.
Thai food is like, for me, is the best cuisine on the planet.
Ooh,
On the planet,
fair.
for me.
I love Persian.
Because
Persian's my best favorite food. That and Indian.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why, guys.
One
And
second.
the next time you're in a Thai restaurant, please notice this, okay?
Okay.
They are the only cuisine that hasn't replaced or substitute their herbs and ingredients that give taste. So you will always find a Thai dish with so many things that you're not supposed to eat. Like there's lemongrass and
Right.
ginger, and, like a lot of herbs that they just put it there to give it this really special taste. So when you go to a Chinese restaurant or an Indonesian restaurant or even a Japanese restaurant, at this point, they almost all taste the same. I don't know if you guys noticed this.
What?
The secret to that, my friend Khaled, is called
Yes, I'm
MSG.
waiting for it.
MSG?
Yes, exactly.
Oh,
Yeah,
what is
exactly.
that?
They're like
Hold on.
monosodium glutamate, I think. It's like a
Something like that. Yes.
it's like a salt. It's a type of salt that they use, and there was this whole
Right.
theory that it can make you go crazy or it can make you, but it's all bullshit, and it turned out to all be bullshit. But
It gives it the same
its food
flavor.
tastes super good.
Exactly. Yeah.
I
I mean,
see.
chicken orange is chicken orange everywhere you go.
That
It
is true.
almost
I love
tastes
it.
the same.
It tastes good, but it all tastes the same.
Do you know what it tastes
Right?
like, Ali?
Yeah. What?
MSG.
You're spilling the secrets. All right,
Yeah,
Thai food. That's all right. I get it. But dude,
Yeah,
the
go,
best-
go try Thai food and notice all the flavors.
Okay.
Okay, we'll
Fair.
do that. But try Middle Eastern food, right? And notice all the
Yeah.
flavors, dude.
Well, I'm in
Good
the
old-
Middle East right now,
Yeah.
so
There you go.
I mean, Middle Eastern is a little bit too
Vague.
vague, yeah,
That's
because what we have in Kuwait and Saudi Arabia and Qatar is completely different to what you guys have up in
All
Lebanon,
right.
Jordan,
Lebanon-
and Syria, and like
Break
we
it
have
down.
the kebs.
Break it down for us.
I'll break it down for you. All of our plates, although they sound completely different, are exactly the same
Right.
in terms of foundation. You got a huge plate filled with rice
Rice
and
then
some kind of
chicken.
animal on top, right?
That's basically what it is. Fish.
Kebsa, medfuna,
Right.
whatever you eat, right? It's always the same. But with you guys take it to the next level. You have your waraq anabs, you have
And
your
then the
labna,
kebabs.
zatel, your
Yeah.
kebabs, right?
right.
Outside
No,
of
but
Thai
s-
food. Go ahead.
But still, you know what? Even people, and I don't know what should we call it? Like in Sham, is that
Yeah.
the politically
Levant.
correct word?
The political correct word. Levant, sure. The
So-
Phoenicians. There you go.
You also almost have the same combination. It's just changing it in a different, I don't know, like shape or
What is it? Like
Order.
rice and meat?
Like
Yeah, it's-
contexture and
it's like almost rice and meat. So you have like warag anab, you have uzi, you have all these stuffed things with you
Right.
stuff everything with rice, which is
Vegetable.
kind of
Yeah,
weird.
exactly.
Yeah, it feels like something is sexual going there, but
Oh my
I'm not
God.
gonna get into it. I'm not gonna get into it.
we're gonna talk about food, Ali. That's
Oh
exactly
my
what I
God.
meant.
I see.
Right?
What you mean.
But fair.
That's
Cool.
so funny. That's
Yeah,
funny.
no.
Yeah. All right.
But no,
And then you go to the griller and you grill everything almost the same. You have kebab khashash, kebab bil karas, kebab. It's like, and the list goes on for like
Right.
700 type of kebab, which
Mhm.
is also
yeah,
weird.
but here's where it's kind of weird. They all taste pretty good. Like they all taste amazing, right? It's cooked the same way.
I
You just
cannot argue.
you can just add whatever and it'll come out tasting like, oh my god, right? Like
Because
it's my
it's basically meat and fat. Like they just put meat and fat together and just
true.
There
No,
you
that's
go.
completely,
That's the
you're
secret.
completely right. Yeah,
Exactly.
no, that's right. Okay, so outside of Thai food, what's your next
yes.
favorite like cuisine?
Well,
Thai
okay, we're
food.
gonna talk favorite food. Mexican.
Top list. Mexican.
Ooh,
Ooh,
okay,
burritos,
okay.
Exactly.
My younger
tacos.
brother would love you for that because
Yeah.
I would
Okay.
argue and say my list goes Indian, Persian, Iraqi, which is kind of the same as Persian, so we'll just call it Indian, Persian, and Turkish.
Turkish is good.
Turkish is great.
Okay, you know that you just mentioned the most three
Similar
similar
types.
cuisines, right?
Simple
Yeah.
types of
I just
cuisine.
noticed it when I
It's
said it
just
out
like that
loud.
little food, like
Yeah.
rice and
Yeah,
chicken and
yeah.
stuff.
No, but Indian, listen, Indian, like, okay, sure, it's
You love
rice and
biryani.
meat.
I think this is what you're trying to say. You
It's-
really love biryani.
It's not about the biryani. No, believe it or not, it's not the biryani I'm in love with when it comes to Indian food.
Okay.
Bro, their curries are on a different level.
Oh, okay.
Ali, I know you're passionate and everything, but when you pull back a little bit, it sounds a little distorted. You're like, the curry is
Yeah.
so good. I'm like,
Curries are really curries, bro. It's because I'm trying to get into how amazing the curries are, bro. They're
it is
so
true, man.
good.
I love curry so much. Yeah, I love Indian
If
food.
Bro,
you're into curry,
samosas.
Ali, I'm gonna say something here, really important.
Go ahead.
Like this might be the most important piece of information you'll ever get in your entire life.
Okay.
Okay, if you are into curries,
Oof.
there is a place in Indonesia called Aceh, right?
Okay.
They have a traditional curry that I swear to you is the best. And I had a lot of curries in my life. The best
I mean,
traditional
you're a chef. I
curry
expect it.
that they make with a duck, or not one duck that they always make. No, it's like ducks. Anyway,
Who's the one
It's
duck?
duck,
The magic duck that makes all this curry.
That sounds interesting. Duck
sounds
curry.
interesting.
I've never had that. Like I've had meat and chicken. That's about where my list stops.
dude. And if and you're in luck, sometimes they put, and actually not sometimes, if you went to the right town, they put weed in it, marijuana, but not because Aceh is one of the biggest.
That's where I stop and say, nah, G, not me.
For them, they don't know. This is it. For them, they're really people who's just found this herb and they use it as,
Listen,
Just
herb.
spices.
I've heard of brownies. I heard of cookies. The
Duck
worst
meat.
I heard was gummy
Duck
bear, and now
curry.
you're telling me curry wheat.
A duck. That's so
Where
cute.
does the list end?
Duck curry with wheat. That's what I'm telling
Oh
you.
my god, dude. And yeah, that's the most important piece of information everyone needs to know.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't
Go
feel
to a
like
specific town in a specific country
ask for a specific dish, and if
for
you're
a
lucky,
specific dish.
they have a specific herb on it.
Slip in some, some devil's lettuce. If you're lucky. If you're
All
lucky.
right,
You can ask for a virgin curry. You know that,
I
right?
see. All right,
Yeah,
cool.
I mean, I've asked for a lot
Amazing.
of.
Khaled, what? So in Lebanon, we never had Mexican food. I know about in Kuwait if you had that, but for
Yeah,
me,
we got like Taco Bell, bro.
you guys
Yes.
got Taco Bell. I
What
know
you
about it.
mean? Yeah, we got Taco Bell, bro.
We've never had Mexican food, and then when I first came to the United States and I had a burrito for the first time in California, it's one of the best.
Where'd you go,
things.
Chipotle?
Chipotle is one of the first places I've been to, but and here there are a lot of like Mexican,
I think
like
the
stand-up
food
shops.
trucks are really
trucks.
interesting.
Exactly, the food trucks you can go.
I completely dislike Mexican food, I have to say.
Why? When was the last
don't-
time you had Mexican food?
Bro,
Taco
I
Bell?
tried it.
Taco
No,
Bell?
It wasn't Taco Bell. We had the actual Mexican restaurant in Kuwait, and we once.
Really?
Yeah, we do. We have a lot of them. And I went to
know,
try it for the first time. I did not have to say Mexico. I love you guys to bits. Was not a fan of your food, right?
Interesting.
Because I listen. At the end of the day,
What do you get? Sorry, what do you get? It also depends
okay.
on what you got.
Yeah, I got like your normal burrito. Came with like beans, 3 different random cheeses, and like meat. Right? It's like minced meat, all cooked in like some sauce. Right? And they put it, and it was like a burrito. It was a real burrito.
It's like a shawarma, basically.
It's what we call shawarma, but they have
Shawarma.
they use minced meat and not like
Yeah.
That kind,
Yeah.
like the meat that
No,
the
gyro.
guy tries to cut up, and no, yeah, it's not the same. So
Right.
I tried it, and then I was like, nah. And then
Nah.
I tried a taco, right? And then I realized, well, I can't eat a taco because half the vegetables that are in tacos I don't mess with. I just don't
I
like.
see. You don't
Right?
like the vegetables.
Call
Oh
me a
my
You
kid
don't
if
God,
you
eat
want,
vegetables.
Oh my God.
bro.
Vegetables are so yummy, man. I love them.
I
Especially
don't
in a
like.
taco.
I don't do a lot of it.
I know, Ali, that I will never have a lunch break with you.
Perfect.
I don't like these people whenever we're ordering lunch and it's like, please mine without tomato, lettuce. Just have a long list.
Right.
No, I
Yeah.
call it the top combination. I don't mess with the top, which is tomato, onions, and pickles. Can't do
Dude,
it.
onions are so yummy, dude.
Can't do it.
Fried
Pickles?
onions, pickles are, dude. Pickles
Can't
and
do
shawarma, man. And the shawarma, you don't.
I don't eat
like
shawarma
it?
too, by the way. Lo and behold.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind.
I just don't do it. Can't do it.
What? We need an intervention, Ali. We need
I
to.
can't.
We
I
do.
can't. I
How come you
can't.
don't eat shawarma?
Bro, listen, my parents couldn't convince me to eat that kind of stuff, okay? So what makes you, Ali, think you can intervene and make me start eating that kind of shit?
Well, we have a chef here. Maybe he can help us out here.
Bro,
Why is it?
I've talked to thousands of chefs.
Do
like,
people
none of
change
them
their
can.
taste at all? Wait, do you know if this is a thing? Like, do people like if you don't like a food when you're a kid, is that set for your life, or do like people get used to eating food?
Well,
don't know,
I
from your
personally, I don't think so, because personally, I think that a lot of things that even Ali might relate to this, since he's the one who's not eating these things. Maybe some of the things that you used to eat when you were younger, and when you got a bit older, you just stopped liking them. You're just like, how can I eat this, or how I used to eat this,
Right.
right? And vice versa. Sometimes you hate something, and then when you're a teenager and you try it, and you're like, wow, where has this been? So yeah, I think it's
I
it
stopped
has nothing to do.
eating for me. I just stopped eating McDonald's. Right, I just couldn't.
You quit?
Yeah, I stopped eating McDonald's a while ago, bro. I just
That's
can't
good.
do that shit
What?
anymore.
Why?
Bro, I'll tell you why. When you're a student living abroad on your own and it's 4 a.m. and you're super hungry, all you can order is McDonald's. So
Yes.
I had a huge part of my life where all I ate was McDonald's, like 24/7. I gained 30 kilos just off,
Hola!
right?
Oh my god!
I weighed 145 kilos. Not afraid to say it
Wow.
because I lost it all, right? I weighed 145 on my peak purely because I'm eating McDonald's every single day. Every single day.
I think it's not McDonald's fault. I think
That's
like,
not-
It was my fault because I had to study, and no food is delivering past 12.
right.
Not like I had was McDonald's. I stopped it for a few weeks. No, that's a lie. I stopped it for a few months actually. I lost a lot of weight, and then I was like, okay, I lost weight. I'm comfortable. I can order McDonald's, right?
Right.
I ate, and I just couldn't. I just couldn't.
Right.
Like I could.
There you go. You
The
feel
only
drunk, man.
reason I'd order
have-
McDonald's now is just because it's late. I'm hungry. Nothing else delivers,
Right.
and that rarely happens because I like to cook. I cook a lot here. Right.
What are you cooking? What are you cooking nowadays, Ali?
Okay. Any Italian food I can do,
Oh, pasta.
like with
Khaled.
Christine.
Khaled, can you
right.
teach us how to make a pasta? We were talking about this. I really want to learn how to make a nice pasta. What's like your go-to pasta recipe?
My go-to recipe and pastas, I think it's almost everyone's go-to pasta, which
Let me
is
guess.
not really a recipe. It's like a combination between fettuccine and something else. Like
Let
it's
me
just
guess. Alfredo
really-
sauce.
Yeah, but you really miss it out. Yeah, like you really miss it. Like it's not an original Alfredo in
Yeah.
you know. And
I make it original. Like actually, here I'll tell you
make
what I
your own
do.
sauce? All right.
Yeah, I'll tell you what I do step by step. Tell me if I've left the narrations of Italian cuisines, right? Okay, so here's what I do.
sure.
Pasta, no oil, just water and
What
salt.
kind of pasta? What kind of pasta? Wait, you gotta slow down here.
Okay, either
Like spaghetti?
tagliatelle or
Nice.
no, if I'm making Alfredo, it has to be either fettuccine or tagliatelle.
Mm,
And tagliatelle
Right.
for me is like, oh my God, you sinner, right? Because it has to be fettuccine. So
Actually, it doesn't. But
I mean, I know, but for my whole
Right.
life I called it fettuccine alfredo. So I'm sticking to my, history
right,
with this dish. The sauce, melt butter, right? You melt like a
right,
good amount of butter, flour, right? You put it in a sieve, spank it all around, mix it, right?
right,
Milk until the sauce becomes a roux. That's
right.
what I do, and it becomes a
And
little thick.
you gotta keep shaking it so it
Yeah, you
doesn't
gotta
stick to
keep
the.
mixing so it
Yeah.
doesn't clump up and becomes all clumpy and shit.
Right.
Right.
Then I add garlic powder, a little bit of garlic powder, just so
Some
that,
seasoning.
for that Italian taste, right? I add
Right.
basil, ground
I
basil,
love basil. Yeah, that's good.
and a bit of oregano, just a little bit,
Mm.
okay? And then my secret weapon. All my friends have been asking how I make it, and today they get to know. Nutmeg, shaved nutmeg. Just a little shaved nutmeg in, right? Finish it off with some Parmesan cheese, melt that shit, and it's good to go. It's good to go, just like that. And that's how you make Alfredo, boys and girls.
That
There
is
you
one
go.
way of making Alfredo. Yes,
That is a way of making it.
Fair.
That's true.
Yeah.
Mhm.
yes. Actually, it's one of the most common ways to do it, but it's not Italian, by the way.
Damn it! My mom lied! No, I'm just kidding. My mom never taught me. I got it off of YouTube. But really? Like how?
Original, no, the original Alfredo sauce has no flour in it.
Oh.
Nothing at all. No cream. It's just butter, Parmigiano, and Parmesan. Two type of cheese and butter. That's it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay,
No cream.
let's
Actually, Italians don't know cream, by the way. They recently found out that there's something
cream
called
exists. Okay. Fair enough.
cream. That's but I'm gonna be honest with you, it sucks. It doesn't taste like really good. It doesn't. And a
What?
lot of people who Italy and try the original Alfredo sauce, they're
Right.
like, what is this? Like it's not as good. It's just really melted cheese with butter. So
No offense
it's
to
not
the
that-
people of Italy if you're watching this, obviously. We're just sharing our opinions.
it's not their fault. It's our fault. We've been eating all these type of sauces.
We set the
Exactly.
standard way
We
too high
bastardized
and
it.
like, yeah,
Yeah.
basically. So speaking of Italian, what's your favorite type of sauce? Like, what do you do? What's your go-to?
I would go with bolognese, of course. That's my
My guy. That is my specialty dish here in this
Nice.
city, right? My friends, they love it when I cook it. And I do it, and like I try to stick to the most Italian way. One difference is I don't use pork and I don't use red wine,
yes.
but everything else, like I do the same. Celery,
You could use non-alcohol red wine, by the way.
which is vinegar, I believe.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Not really.
No, no vinegar. Okay.
I mean, chef tells
But
you.
I mean, no, that's fair. That's good because I usually don't use anything. I just, like
No,
I,
it really gives it a nice taste. Not as the regular wine, but I've tried the regular wine bolognese, and honestly, you're not missing out. Like
Really?
it tastes better. Yeah, but it's not that better. I wouldn't go like, oh my god, I can't have it without wine. No, it's just a little bit better.
okay, interesting.
There
Fair
you go.
enough. Fair enough. Do you want me to go walk you through step by step on how I make the bolognese?
Sure,
Go for it,
sure.
man.
It all comes down to the type of meat, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
You
What do
got to go
pick?
with chuck, either
Chuck-
shoulders.
Wait,
or
first,
chuck.
wait. Do you have to eat meat with a pasta also? I feel like you don't have to, right?
You can
with
use black
bolognese?
lentils if you're a vegetarian,
Right.
obviously.
Right. Mhm.
Lentils goes a long way. It has the same texture and like taste.
But
Not same
it's not
taste,
the
but
meat that you should be worried about, Ali.
Okay.
The American Ali.
Please, we don't have to talk about meat. Please, we're vegan friendly on this show.
Yeah.
Listen, you can't be vegan and eating Italian at the same time. You can't. You just
Oh, what?
cannot.
yeah, it's so true.
What?
If you take the meat out, they
Mhm.
cook everything with fat.
Really?
almost
I didn't know this.
everything.
Yeah.
I'm not
depends.
vegan. I eat meat, but it's like, it's interesting.
So
I
you
didn't know that.
can't be Italian and vegan at the same time. You can't.
Yeah. But believe it or not, we said you can't be Arab and vegan, and lo and behold, I have my sister. But it's
With all due respect to sisters everywhere in the world, I think she's not very happy because I've tried.
God.
she's not, because like all of our dish has to have meat in it, and she sits there and she's
Yes.
like,
It's either butter, it's either meat, honey, whatever it is. Like we really love honey,
Yeah.
which is weird, but we
Yeah.
do.
so now I call her the fake vegetarian because she's pescatarian.
You can eat
Right.
fish. That's
Yeah,
true. That's
so,
good.
well, that's what I think she went back to vegetarian. I don't know what's up with her. Anyways, let's go back to how I cook my bolognese, right?
Go for it,
Cheers,
man.
I had this today.
What's the recipe?
So the meat fat ratio has to be 80-20 because too much fat, it'll give it a weird taste. Too little fat, the meat's going to be dry, right?
Right.
Pan of olive oil, celery and some carrots and some onion powder because, again, I don't do onion, right?
Right.
I saute it until it's like very, very translucent and very like soft to the touch.
Nice.
I Kobe Bryant my meat, R.I.P. Kobe, into the pot, and I stir the meat. I cook it. I make sure the water, which is not really water, but you know the water, just like dry out.
The
Tomato
juices.
paste.
Yes.
Tomato paste is your friend.
Tomato paste is my
Mix
friend.
it, right? Water. Let it boil for like I like to boil it for a long time. I do 4-hour cooking sessions with it. Like I take my time when I cook bolognese. So 4
Right.
hours of it cooking on medium low fire. It's boiling, but it's not violently boiling. When the water level goes down, half a cup. I repeat, boys, not a cup, a measuring cup, like a normal
Half a cup.
drinking, like a normal drinking cup. Half of it.
100
We'll say 100 mil, maybe 150. No, that's too much. 100 mil
Okay.
of cooking cream goes into the pot, right? Mix it. Now here's something I know what you're gonna say. You're gonna say this is wrong, but when I tried it, it was amazing, and I urge everyone to try it. Half a cup of Parmesan cheese, cooked with the bolognese, bro. It takes it to a whole nother level. It really does. And my friends, the first time I cooked it for my friends, they were eating it. They were like, "Did you put cheese in this?" I was like, "Yeah." They're like, "Bro, nice." I was like,
Cheese is nice, man.
I know.
Cheese, melted cheese on anything is so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's for sure.
It
Yeah,
is.
that's why you can't be vegan, I guess, and be Italian, eat an Italian meal, just because the cheese is so
I think
essential.
you can't be vegan and human at the same time.
Does not
Oh
work.
my god! Wait, Ali, do you ever put ketchup in your pasta?
No.
Have you
No.
spaghetti? Have you ever heard of that? I don't. I don't.
No,
But I know people who do.
no. Yes, you do. Yes, you do, you little bitch. You did that once in front of me. Don't you lie now. You called me out so many times on the show. This is my You
Go for it.
put ketchup with your bolognese. You know how disgusted I am when you do it? Because you
Not with
ruin it.
bolognese, man. It'd be like a tomato pasta or something.
Bro,
I don't
you ruin
remember doing it. I don't remember doing it, but I remember that
Back
maybe
in Kuwait, you
maybe
used
I
to
did.
do it all the
Maybe
time.
when I was a kid. Maybe when I was a kid, yeah, I used to do it more.
I hated
Yeah.
it.
Right.
When you did it, I hated
It's the
it.
same thing. Ketchup is tomato paste. It's
Yeah,
just
but
sweeter.
with added chemicals. Like all my shit I cook is fresh. Why do you want to add some shitty chemical to my food? Honestly, as a chef,
Boys, calm down.
Khaled, I have to ask you, as a chef, do you get annoyed when you cook a dish so perfectly and people add something like ketchup or like some fake food flavoring or anything like that to your dish?
I
Honestly,
used to get really upset. Not anymore.
yeah.
I found out that people suck, so there's nothing I can do about it.
Exactly. Bro, you know what I do? When I cook bolognese, just so no one tests my patient, I remove the ketchup from the fridge and hide it.
Right.
And I tell my friends, like, no one's getting any ketchup. Like, this
Really?
shit tastes good on its own.
I think your recipe is actually really good.
Okay.
I will give you a chef secret
Okay.
that will really change how you do your bolognese.
Okay.
Add a spoonful
Of sugar. Honey?
Honey.
I put sugar.
No,
honey. Try it.
Honey. I'm
Try
actually
it.
gonna try it because that sounds interesting.
Yeah, that sounds
I
interesting.
do
And
sugar
Sweet.
because it lessens the acidic
Right.
taste.
This is actually why people put ketchup. So they're thinking instead of putting sugar and tomato paste, I'm just gonna put ketchup. So that's why.
Interesting.
But
Hmm.
putting honey and this is like really something that you might find a bit weird. But if you do it the next time and how your friend gonna eat your bolognese, you're gonna be a rock star. Take raisins, like 5 pieces of them,
Okay.
and chop them. Okay,
Interesting.
5, 6 pieces, like like a hand, not a handful. It depends on how big your hand, really. But
Half your hand.
half of your hand, yes.
Right.
Just chop them
Mhm.
and put them in the meat before the 4 hours process. I really
Okay.
like that detail.
Why? What does that do?
It will melt inside it and give it this
Sweet.
sweet
That sounds
raisin
so good.
Interesting.
So good. That sounds so good,
Interesting.
man.
Yeah, I think I'll try it next time.
Ah! I'm
You
so
know what?
hungry.
The next time I try it, I'll go on Instagram Live with you and we'll do it.
Yes, well, we'll
Amazing.
do that.
Yeah, we'll
Sounds
definitely
good.
do it. But okay, so why be a chef? Here's what I really want to know. Let's roll it back a bit from all the cooking recipes. Why be a chef?
Because I think it's the same thing as being a comedian. I've always been an attention whore. So
You said it, not me. You said it, not me.
That's so good.
I'll be honest with you.
That's
Most
funny.
chefs, most
Mhm.
comedians are doing it for that. They're just being, that whenever you have friends over, you
You're,
just have
you're
something.
the center of attention.
Okay, that, or you have some cool trick to do, like
Right. And everyone loves
have
you for it, like either a joke or cooking a cool meal.
Exactly.
Either way, everyone loves it.
and my fingers are too stiff to play guitars, so that's why.
Oud. Yes, exactly.
Or
Amazing.
oud.
Fair.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
that's why I became a chef.
Okay.
I remember when I was 7 years old, my parents used to go every summer, right? And, vacationing and stuff. And I used to ask my dad for video games instead. So I was actually negotiating with him, like, you get me a Sega and I don't want to travel with you. And my dad would go, okay. So I stayed the whole summer alone. And
He was like, "Yep, just stay alone."
I play video games the whole day
I mean, worth
or
it.
the whole night and
Worth.
sleep the whole day.
Mhm.
So the maid, because we're in an Arab country, the maid sleeps. She doesn't cook for me. So I wake up at 3 a.m. in the morning looking for food, and I don't know how to cook. So I used to grab these boxes of pasta boxes, and they have the picture of it outside. Like this really nice
Instructions.
lasagna or whatever. And I'm just looking at the pictures. I want to do this, and I start, like cooking and trying, and it has nothing to do with whatever on the box. But that's how I started loving cooking.
Oh wow.
Okay, so that's a
You were
good
starving,
backstory. Like, yeah.
and you had the recipes. You were like, that's
Why
good.
not cook? And then, no, it's
Why not
actually
cook?
really cool. Like the reason I like to cook, and I cook every Friday. That's when we have our lockdown. So tomorrow I'll be cooking, right, for the boys.
Right.
The reason I cook is because my friends don't know how to cook, and like Friday's lockdown, no restaurants. So I was like, okay, boys, get ready. I'm about to feed you some good ass food, right? I love doing it. And
Right.
what I love the most, at first I did it because they can't cook. The second reason is I love the reaction I see when I cook something and I do it so perfectly,
I
and they're
can
just
see
like,
a fellow attention. I'm not gonna continue.
it's not that I love like, oh, look at this, I can flip it. No, I just like it when, because they don't see me cook. They come when the food's ready, right?
The reaction, I totally understand when,
Yeah,
when
like,
the first bite they're having and how they look at you like, oh my God, this is amazing.
yeah.
You feel like you've done something nice to your friends and family,
And it just feels good.
and sometimes a girl that you really want to hook up. So yeah,
When you know the recipes, I
When
guess.
you know the recipes, there you go. Recipe for life is recipe for cooking. That's
That's true.
that's
exactly.
true.
Have you-
Yeah,
wait,
it's great.
Sorry, I want to know. You said you played like video games and stuff. Were you playing like Cooking Mama or like
Bro, Cooking
other
Mama
like
shit on Nintendo 3DS.
other cooking games? Yeah, exactly.
No cooking games. It's just
You should. You'd be amazed.
You'd be
I grew
amazing.
up on Cooking Mama on the DS.
I
Like,
loved Cooking Mama on the Wii. I used to go like this and make the foods. You
Just
know,
like,
yeah, it's
yeah.
a lot of fun.
right. No, I'm more of a Metal Gear guy. Yeah.
yeah, my guy,
Yeah.
dude. I grew up on World of Warcraft. That's
Nice.
what I grew up on. World of
Yeah,
Warcraft.
I got out of it early, because I've seen we've lost good friends to WoW. I did.
First of all, good friends lost you to life. Let's start there. Second of all, World of Warcraft is the shit, bro. I don't know. how
I
you don't play.
remember in college there was like 3 guys who got expelled
Oof.
from the university because of WoW.
Why? What did they
What? What happened?
Because they used to play for days.
do? And not attend lectures.
Yeah, and just miss all the classes.
Yeah, no.
One of
I-
them actually got expelled 1 semester before graduating.
Oh.
I swear it's crazy. And I remember back then, like we're hearing this some Korean lady who left her kid to die because she was playing, and this
No,
British guy.
That's not true. That's not true.
yeah.
That's a hoax. That's a hoax. Mom, it's a hoax. It's a lie. It's not true.
It's not.
Okay, but no. There has been cases where
Right.
people have died from addiction to gaming. Right? They stay up forgetting to eat or even urinate and go to the toilet.
Yeah, who needs to go to the toilet? When you have diapers, who needs to go to the toilet?
Listen,
Right,
diapers are not as cool as you think they are.
It's
Okay, I'm gonna join Ali in this. I think diapers are cool.
I'm not saying anything.
Wow. I would love to wear a diaper. Are you saying that like in a meeting and suddenly I'm done? Okay.
In
I want to do that.
Imagine dude
Can
on a
you imagine driving and taking a shit while you're driving?
That-
Dude, no, because if you were like and you press on the pedal and you're like 120, that's the fastest shit I'll ever take.
Ali, that's your process. If this is how you,
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Let's enough. To TMI.
All
Let's
right,
leave it at TMI.
Chef, all right. I like you said you play the new Metal Gear Solid 5, right?
yes,
That's the
all
newest
of
one.
them. I hate it.
Oh, nice.
5, yes. Phantom something, yes. I hate
Why?
it
How come?
because it was so random.
Okay.
It's not like the other.
Like this podcast, man. It's so random. We talk about food, cooking, we
First
talk about diapers,
four
we talk about Metal Gear
was
Solid.
focused. You have a story and you know where you're going. And the 5th, it felt like a construction game. Like I have a base that I really need to build, and that's mainly or basically what I'm doing. It's not the same thing. It didn't have Metal Gear spirit in it.
I agree.
If that's such a thing. Yeah.
I agree very, very much. Well, let's
Dude,
round it back to.
the PS5 is out. I don't know if you are you gonna get one.
I've seen people. I haven't got it yet, even though I'm really looking for it because they have Horizon
Zero Dawn, dude, part 2
Horizon Zero Dawn.
coming out.
Yes.
That's really
Yes.
cool.
Do you know that for a full year I was playing only Horizon Zero Dawn 1?
Wow.
For a full year.
Oof.
I'm just playing it for whenever I have time. Like I don't have much time now.
Right.
So if I can spare an hour or 2 a day, I just play Horizon Zero Dawn and just hunt machines. Like
That's-
torture them. I like killing machines.
Just torture them.
Are you the kind of guy that likes when you play a video game to like win all the achievements and unlockables, like to max out 100% of the game?
if
Or is it
I like the game, yes, I do.
Yes, I have this problem. I like playing the game to like I finish the game that's it,
Completely.
and I'm like, see, no,
Yes.
not like completely. I like just finishing the campaign. Then I'm like, I'm out. I can't
can't.
spend more time. Yeah,
I can. I have
Most
to.
of the time I am. Most of the time I'm like,
There's a
if I
reason.
like the game,
There's a reason I stopped playing console games, and that's mainly because of I had to get every achievement possible. On Call of Duty, I had to max out every single gun right?
Oh my god, dude.
And I just stopped.
Yeah.
I started playing, game on
Wow.
my PC, and like all I do is, I'm always on my PC. So yeah, I used to suffer from that too. I hated it. Like I was like, "Ugh, I can't move on to the next game without getting, 100% completion on everything, and
Right, right.
Mhm.
couldn't.
But like the way I got rid of it is by developing a relationship with the character. So in Horizon Zero Dawn, I had a crush on the girl I'm playing. And
She's kind
for
of cute.
1 year,
She's pretty cool and badass. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, she is. Yeah,
Mhm.
I have to say, yeah. Well,
Well, that takes us to The Last of Us.
that takes us to The Last of Us, but apparently she's homosexual, so that's not gonna work out for any
that
of us
that
boys. I'm sorry.
surprised me.
I'm sorry about
So
that. boys.
one-way kind of romance, one-way direction.
Yeah,
There you go.
one way, pretty much. Well,
Is
speaking.
there any food? Is there any food you don't eat by any chance, Khaled?
Me, no.
Yeah.
I eat everything and anything if it tastes good, just with the right amount of salt. I'll eat it.
Okay, who's
Perfect.
your
And this
right amount of
this
salt?
brings me to Lebanon, where they have this frog dish, right? Frog's legs.
I didn't hear
It
about
is
this.
amazing. If you're ever in Lebanon,
What's it
go-
called?
well,
You know what it's called?
frogs.
I go to a
Right,
store. I'm
right.
like, can I have some frogs?
Yeah,
That's
like
simple.
father. That's it.
Okay.
So you go to
Yeah.
Brumana, there is a restaurant
Okay.
called Munir,
Mhm.
and you order their frogs. If you haven't or had you hadn't or haven't had frogs before, imagine chicken meat fish. It's like
It
you're
sounds
eating
good. Yeah.
chicken and fish at the same time,
That
and
sounds
they
good.
soak it in
Dude,
garlic
Oh my God. Mm,
and lemon.
mm.
It tastes so good. It's amazing. And
Don't let me discourage you guys. Obviously, if you want to go and try it, you're all like, it's cool. Go do it. But I'm a guy who doesn't like to take adventures with food. Right? I like to.
Dude, you've never had like
I stay
like
with.
what about like sheep, like different parts of sheep, like sheep brain,
No, that's
sheep
fine. No,
testicles,
that's fine. That's like
or
Arabic
sheep tongue?
culture.
would
I
you
don't know.
eat the tongue?
Oh, you don't.
Yeah.
I would.
I had
No,
heart
makes
and I tried brain. That's about
Okay.
it. Tongue,
No,
my
try-
uncle grabbed it and he put it in front of me. I was like, no, thank you.
sense.
No, thank you.
In
It's
Indonesia, they have tongue satés. I don't know if you know satay.
Like
It's
to s-
like their shish taouk,
Okay.
but they put little pieces of
A
tongue.
tongue. It's like a grill, but
Right?
it's like with tongues. Yeah.
And they put peanut butter sauce on it.
Mm.
Okay. So would you eat scorpion and spiders in China?
I would. I would.
I would. He's adventurous, man. I like
Remind
it.
me to never share a cup with you in the future. Just saying.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why, Ali. Because for me, where I studied was fusion cuisine. It's a big reason why I studied in Indonesia. Because Indonesia is in the center of, actually, they're not, but uh, they see themselves as being in the center of all the Asian or Far East countries. So they fuse. So you'll find curries, you'll find sushi, noodles, rice, fried rice, all these types of Eastern food, right? Or dishes. So I study the ingredients and how to mix them and how to come up with a fusion dish between two dishes or three dishes. So for me, food is just let's say components. So this is how I look at it. So when I see a frog, it's just what it tastes like, and there is the four element, the sour and sweet and all of that. So
Interesting.
I
Okay.
just look at it as how would it taste, and how would my mind translate this taste in my head. So yeah, for me, food is just an experience. It doesn't matter where they come from. Well, unless except for penises, like I would never eat, a lamb's penis.
Wait, where do they eat that?
Lamb penises.
Is there a
I'm
specific?
sure that's
Kidding
the
me?
thing.
You're Kuwaiti. Are you kidding me?
We don't eat that shit.
No, No, you guys, you do. I'm from no, I come from the same. I come from the same culture. We almost have a very similar culture, and even the
He's like, no, not me.
we are
We don't.
where I come from. I'm Sebani from Seban, and we are the only place that don't say the jim letter like Kuwait is. So we say yeah instead of jim.
Oh,
That's how similar we are.
okay.
So
You guys
they
might
do
eat dicks all you like, but we
And-
really don't.
no, they do have dick kapsa.
We really don't. Bro, I'm as quick
you
as they
do.
come, and I'm telling you, we really don't. Like, I don't know who told you this. I don't know where you heard this, but I promise you, we actually do not. Like the most,
Listen,
I will go as
I will
far as.
go to Kuwait.
Let's do it.
I will go to
Set it.
and go to all the traditional places and ask for dick kapsa. I'm sure.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
They'll give you one, man.
They won't. They'll look at you like they'll either be suspicious of you or they'll be like, "What is wrong with this person?" I've been to all of them, my guy. We
But I
really
know-
don't,
You don't know what's on the secret menu, Ali. Is the truth,
bro. We don't have secret menus. What do you mean secret menus?
dude. If they're killing a sheep, they're gonna use all of it. You know, that's the tradition, man.
Not
Yes.
really. No.
Use every single part.
Someone is eating
Every
a
single
sheep
part.
dick somewhere right now.
Someone
Listen.
is.
I've heard of people eating the eye of the
Well, I know they like fry testicles. They make it like in a sandwich or something. That's very common.
sheep. In Lebanon,
yeah.
maybe, but not in. Listen, let me tell you this now. We
Go for it.
eyes, sure. Tongues, maybe. Brains and heart, definitely.
Definitely.
But a sheep phallus.
Cheap genitals.
Yeah.
Not for
That's-
me.
That's
Well,
what.
actually,
Should we hit the timestamp?
we hit the timestamp,
We
man.
did.
Woo!
Oh wow, this is an hour has gone by.
Right.
What a topic
Yeah.
to end on. You
I was
okay?
just going to talk about sheep's vagina because I don't think
No. Okay, thank God we hit our timestamp, boys. This guy's taking it to levels I'm not sure I'm ready to explore. Thank you for watching another episode of A to the Show. I'll do our outro while Ali gathers himself. Okay. Ali, you've gone red, my guy. Okay, well, thank you for watching another episode of A to the Show. If you did enjoy this episode, as much as Ali did, or at least half as much as he did, and as much as I did, please do remember to like, subscribe. Khaled, where can they find you?
on my Instagram,
Which will be-
basically.
Link in the description below.
Hopefully
Check it
it'll
out.
be in.
No, it definitely will be in. We can promise you that.
Yes.
Also,
Link in bio.
you know, follow Khaled on all his socials. We'll keep a link in
Yes.
the description below. Khaled, here's an interesting fact. 75% of the people who watch our videos are not subscribed. So what happens to them if they don't subscribe?
Oof.
Wow. They will miss a lot of the dishes that because of this episode, I'm going to explore some parts of the sheeps that never been explored before. And so they're going to miss.
They're gonna miss it.
Well,
Right,
subscribe
man.
or else, you know,
You're gonna miss out on a lot.
you eat donkey dick anyways.
Oh my god.
This has been another episode. This is how
do
we
the show. Check it out.
Yeah, this is how we
Make sure to
sign off.
subscribe. Please subscribe. I mean, I'm being very serious right now.
Yeah,
Like,
we're really-
if you're listening to this and you're not subscribed, what's wrong with you? Please subscribe.
Yep.
There
This
you
is how
go.
we sign out. Salute to Cover the Cam. Peace.
Peace.
We have a lot to accomplish. Like we need to do many things in the same time. You've seen this video about the woman brain and the guy's brain. The woman brain is like wires, and the guy's brain is just like a simple network. It's a network.
Just like one
and the
cable.
brain-
All right.
Yeah, it's like, no, one cable. It's just like a network. Like everything is connected in dots. But the woman's brain is like wires. Everything is.
Yeah, like jambled and
Yeah.
tangled and rambled and
Hmm.
yeah.
So back to the Stone Age.
Go back.
Well, men used to the nature of how